Pisces Ascendant, Pisces Rising, welcome. This is your channel for astrology, for being in the know, for understanding what is coming. Pisces Ascendant, Pisces Rising, find out about the June 21st eclipse, but this really isn't about just that because I have 3 other videos that are done about that, so I will attach them below. Make sure you go watch them to find out what the heck this eclipse is going to mean. I'm going to tell you where it happens in your life if you're Pisces Ascendant, Pisces Rising. We're also going to discuss 5 things altogether. I'm going to make it short. I'm going to try to keep out all the astrological stuff. One of the main things is Mars. Mars is an activator. Mars is a trigger. We want to better understand what the heck Mars is up to and why Mars matters. Where's the eclipse happening for you? Where in your life will there be change? The eclipse energy is a guaranteed change, and it's such a powerful eclipse. It happens on the world axis point, AXIS. And typically when something like that happens at the world axis point, it's a big event. It's like, whoa, we all know about it because it's in the news, it's in social media, it's everywhere. You can't really escape it, right? So this 0 degrees point, you want to see, like, if you know a little bit about astrology, see if you have something at that point. Oh, one thing, I'm playing something here in the background. Recently, I have a lot of new friends in the YouTube community who have shown me beautiful support. And I want to return a favor. I want to show unity within this community. So I am playing their video while I am doing my video, and I will put their name right here somewhere. And I want you to go check them out because they're entertaining and super informative. The name of this channel, they're my friends, and they speak different languages than I do, and so I don't want to chop their name up, but they have the word universal. And so I'm highlighting them in this Piscean energy video because they retain a lot of the Piscean energy. Pisces know how to go with the flow. They know how to kind of be like a chameleon, meaning when times change, they're like, okay, I was doing that, but now I'm going to do this. So they're real flexible. And this is what they do here. They teach about technology. They have technology reviews. They have, like right now, there's some cooking going on, so you can get some awesome ethnic recipes. So there's some things that I've requested for them to do, and they've done them, and I was like, how cool. And you can get recipes too, which is great. There's also, they're just really smart people. They're very entertaining. They're very optimistic, and they've been super supportive of all astrology. So please show them your love and let them know that you came from the all astrology family. Universal is the first name. The second word is PAHJI. So it's universal Paji. Them out because they're great. They give you the recipe. They do a lot of different stuff. They're very Piscean. They're very mutable. They're very flexible, but they're smart folks. They're very informative. They got their stuff together. They're always improving. They're a YouTuber just like me. And so we're all growing and trying to show our unity in this community. Cancer eclipse is in your 5th house. Cancer energy in your 5th. This is family. Cancer energy is emotions, is mom. It's your tribe. It's your emotional security and feelings. So having this in your 5th house is the location of your children. So being very sensitive about family and especially children. Being very sensitive about relationships that are considered more romantic relationships, so like dating, mating, relating, all that. That's all that 5th house stuff. 5th house is also how we get busy, how we stay active with our body. It's the house of creativity. Having Piscean energy there, I love, because Piscean energy is super creative. So I love this placement. But when you have an eclipse here, the whole thing is something may occur. There may be a change. There may be an opening that happens. Cancer energy is where we have our divine feminine qualities at the 13-degree mark. So if you know a little bit about astrology, you can figure out in your own chart, you can see, do you have something there either at 0 or 13 degrees? And if you do, it's going to mean something, right? There's going to be a big understanding. But when we have the planet Mercury, which is like hovering around, like right on the 13-degree mark of Cancer, this is the divine feminine. Being in your 5th house, recognizing it has to do with children, has to do with creativity, it has to do with how you take risks in life as well. Realizing that there's this mother wound we all have, and in my ability to create. Okay, so maybe that's resonated with you. Maybe there's something that you heard that you realize, okay, I really should go watch that other video. There's probably something there that's going to, help me to move forward in ways that I have had a hard time with, because it's our emotions, and we all get stuck in the muck of our emotions. The next one is intention time. This eclipse happens. This is a North Node solar eclipse. This is all about where we're headed for our future. Well, what you want to have is a clear understanding of what you need for your future, what you need for your emotional security for your future. How can you establish that? Many times in life we have wants, right? And we realize over time that our wants aren't necessarily our needs. And we kind of do this troubleshooting to figure all that out. And Venus, here's another thing. Venus has been doing some rethinking, all right? And she has been rediscovering that which she had either forgotten or kind of glossed over or rushed past. And she's understanding more clearer what it is she needs moving forward, what it is she needs for her future, what it is she needs to have emotional security, okay? Now, Cancer energy and being your emotions, it's water, all right? And so we're going to come upon a time where we're going to have rough waters, where our emotional waters might start to boil, might start to bubble, might be simmering for a while. I'm going to get into that at the end of the video. But the whole part of this intention is that it's tied into that. You're really going to learn, you're really going to better harness what it is that it's going to take for you to have emotional stability, to have emotional peace in your life. This is going to be big. And so on the 23rd is when I'm setting my intentions. This is when I am using the frequencies, the energy that's coming in, and I'm going to be allowing, right? I'm going to be working with the forces of nature, so to speak, to bring forth into my life that which I want. All right. Now, if you want to get in on my new moon ceremony, all you got to do is comment your stuff below. If you're new here, comment your stuff below. If you're new here, be part of the 5-step process. Show support, comment, subscribe, like, watch the whole video, tap that bell. Number 3. So Mars is the activator. Where's Mars going to be? Okay, Mars is moving. Mars is moving, and this is a really big move. Mars is going at the end of June. Mars is moving into Arian energy. So what does that mean for you? Where's Arian energy in your life? Arian energy is in your second house. This is your money. This is your moolah. This is your income. This is your dinero. You want to know about this. This is going to make you very assertive in matters of going after that which you desire. This is going to make you very assertive in ways of, okay, I got to make money. So what you're going to experience, I want you to slow down, first of all. Anytime Aries and Mars energy are together, the first word is caution. Not caution as in, oh no, that's a bad idea, but take it slow, because typically Mars does not stop to think first. Mars is like, whoa, look at that, and then just like dives into it. You don't want to do that, right? You don't want to do that. You want to stop and think. Mars being in this placement, okay, for you, makes you very fiery, very ambitious and outgoing, very much like I'm leading the pack. This is a great way to make money, and I'm just going for it. You're not going to want to do that. You're going to want to go slow, okay? Now, I'm not saying things aren't going to happen. Things are going to happen, and we're going to move fast. And for all of us, we have to incorporate more thinking. This is the bottom line. The 5th thing we're going to talk about, might be number 4, but it's probably going to be number 5, because there's so much weaved into all of these, is that Mars is going to be there for the next 6 months. It's not just, oh, Mars is going into Aries and it's going to be over in a month. No, Mars is going to go all the way through the sign of Aries and then go backwards and then go all the way through the sign of Aries again. So what's going to occur is there's going to be a lot of things that you will be starting new in terms of what you value. Now, understanding that second house energy, it also has to do with you being of value. This is important. You're going to be discovering new things about yourself that you value. You're going to be discovering new ways that you can make money. And with that, you're going to realize you have a new level of self-confidence, a new level of self-love, a new appreciation for who you are as a being. Here's the thing. Be patient. Aries isn't patient. Mars isn't patient. They're very fiery and they want to fight. They want to lead. They want to just go, 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 go. But don't allow Mars to push you. Think of Mars as someone who's literally standing behind you with a hand on your back and just pushing you. And you're like, whoa, where are we going? Like, and you can just feel this force pushing you. And recognize that that is good sometimes. But the wise person knows that it's no different, right? Power is one thing. Having bursts of energy is one thing, but it's sporadic bursts of energy. It goes from 0 to 10 within seconds. It's erratic. It doesn't have it has no control. Mars is the ego. Mars is the ego. So you want to make sure that when you're doing something, if it incorporates you being a leader in any way, you want to make sure it is not just all about you. You want to make sure that you are talking to the significant other when it comes to income, when it comes to resources, when it comes to values. This is a big deal. Big deal because this Martian energy for you, this will be adding testing, and stress. This will be creating moments of tension. Now, if you have planets there, if you have planets in your area and energy, it will be really strong. It'll happen a lot. It'll be intense. It'll be sporadic. It'll be in bursts, unpredictable bursts. But here's the thing. When I look at your chart, this is going to be in matters of your groups, your group energy, how you operate in groups, which is why I was saying to make sure that it's not just about you. You got to make sure that you're doing things that are fair, in relationship to significant one-on-one relationships, but also group energy. Now, when we talk about that group energy, these are folks that you get together with. They are friends, but it's organized group energy. So this could be whatever it is that you go and do, possibly to have a good time, but it's got more of a humanitarian spin on it. It's almost like this governmental thing or, neighborhood watch group or, there's this organization factor involved in groups, but doing it in a way where we're trying to be progressive, where we're trying to have these altruistic expressions of energy. And I like this, but you just got to make sure that you're doing stuff for the right reason. You got to make sure that there's a level of balance. You got to make sure that there's no shortcuts being taken, okay? Now, the other area of your life that this causes friction with is the romance department. It's not just romance, but it's my children. It's my creative projects. It is my ability to be physically active because the emotions get involved, okay? And so this is where we come into the emotional mastery. Emotional mastery. Mars is going to test you for the next 6 months, for the rest of 2020. Do not let Mars's ego control you. You take control. This is all about expressing, this is all about demonstrating soul control. Let your soul step forward and let it be in control.